Hello everybody! In this video I will show you how to obtain easy the multipurpose room blueprint. That is one of the main structures of the base building that, respect to a normal tube module, will provide a lot of space, making easy to move inside and place tons of furniture and organize better the base space. Also, some structures even to be placed require this room. So, I will explain also the utility of this room as well. Back to the topic, let's start from the utilities that have this room. First, in this room you have a lot of space that you can use to build whatever you want. This is useful if you want to build some special rooms like bedroom and a laboratory. For example, the main room can be a storage. In this case, place 3 lockers in each corner. The main utility tools like fabricator, radio and medikit fabricator. In the middle of the main room you can also place an indoor grown bed in order to have some plants that will allow you to faster fill your food statistics. Also, you can build more modules one on top of another. But be sure to place it this way, otherwise you won't be able to access it using a ladder. Once built, you can place a ladder in any side compartment you can see on the roof, if isn't blocked, how in this case by the grow bed in the middle. If you build one of the ladders, you will be able to get inside the room upside the previous one. This way you can stack all modules you want. Next utility is that only inside this room you will be able to build indoor energy generators like bioreactor that use the fauna and flora to generate energy. If you want this structure and learn which creatures and plants provide more energy, check the specific video about this topic in the building playlist. While in the late game you will be able to place here a nuclear reactor that with one rod will provide absurd amount of energy. Next, also the water filtration machine can be placed only in this type of room. This machine is useful because it generates over time 2 bottles of purified water that will restore 50% of the water bar if drinked, that respectively to the 20 from the fish is really good. Without speaking that this process is passive, so you didn't need to catch fishes to refill water, making it way easier. Plus, this machine provides also some salt. You can combine it with the coral samples you can get from the coral tubes in the initial zone. The result can be processed to get 2 bottles of water that provide 30% restoration each. But be careful with this machine, because it uses a lot of energy, so place it only if you already have the bioreactor or a nuclear reactor. This is needed to prevent to get your base out of energy, that will result in disabling the oxygen in it. The last but not least thing you can place in this type of room is the alien containment, that will allow you to grow important fauna like gel sacks, blood oil, grapevine samples and seeds without the outdoor grown bed. Also, this structure allows you to hatch eggs and grow inside it specific fishes you need for the bioreactor or to make food and water. If you want to learn more about all eggs in the game and all fauna you can grow in captivity with the respective utility, check the Alien Containment playlist where you will find all information you need about this topic. Since all of this, it's time to discuss how to get this multipurpose room blueprint. First by first, you need to repair the radio in your life pod. To do so, you need the repair tool that requires 1 grapevine seed cluster, 1 cave sulfur and 1 titanium. The first can be found on the long algae that grows on the edge of the initial zone. You can easily spot it because it generates a yellow illumination around the seeds. Get one of the seeds and use the fabricator to transform it in the silicon rubber. For the cave sulfur, you need to get inside some caves and search for some creature that will make an explosion noise. Once you start to hear it, get out the cave in order to didn't take damage from the explosion. Then come back and search from where this creature come out. That is a small flower look-like thing, with inside some yellow marbles. This last one is the cave sulfur. To finish for the titanium, search in the caves for some limestone outcrop that if broken can give you titanium or a copper ore. Otherwise, search around for some metal salvage that you can transform in 4 titanium each. Once you collected all the items, craft the repair tool and fix the radio. Now accept the message it gives you, then continue doing other things and craft other tools while waiting for some other messages. Then, when you get a new message, you will see the radio icon on the top right corner. One of them will start a call down and show you a location where to go in order to meet the rescue. You can use this opportunity not only to get the special building modules, but also to get a lot of diamonds, lithium and gold materials. But you need to follow another guide about this topic you can find linked in the description. Anyway, once you get this message, go to the assigned location where you will find an island you can explore. Here also you will find an alien structure that you have to access. But to do so, you need a purple tablet in order to open the gate. To do so, from the alien structure, get slightly back until you find a pathway going upside. Going this way, you will find the purple tablet that now you can use in order to interact with the platform at the entrance that will unlock it. This building have just one way to follow, so it's impossible to lost in. Anyway, at a certain point you will find a green cube that you can collect. This is what you need from here in order to find the multipurpose room blueprint. So if you want to find out more information about this structure, you can continue to explore. Anyway, once finished and get outside, you need to get to the other side of the alien structure. You can do so by swimming around it or get back to the pathway where you found the tablet. Both ways will allow to find another pathway going upside the mountain. Following this one, you will find a cave on the left. Now get inside and lead to the left. Here you will find some crabs to fight. With a knife you can easily deal with them. Once done, at the end of this corridor you will find a more alien structure, leading you outside the cave and to another pathway along the mountain. Following this one, it will lead you to another cave. Enter inside and keep staying on the right until you get to the alien arc. This is a portal that will allow you to get to another far place. In this case, you will get to the floating islands. But in order to enable it, you need the iron cube you collected before. To do so, go to the central pillar that will open a compartment. Interact with it and the ion cube will be placed in the pillar opening the gate. Once you spawn it on the other side behind the portal, on the right you will find the pathway to get outside. Follow it, and when you have to choose, don't go to the left, otherwise you will fall down, but to the right to get outside the cave. Once outside, you will see that you are behind the Aurora and Giants. Try to remember this view in order to find the location to get back. Then continue following the pathway. You will find on the left, on top of the mountains, the first 2 Degasi bases that have the base building blueprints you need. Also in the same direction you will see the lagoon that you will fall if you get the wrong exit. Now continue staying on the pathway on the left that will lead you to a big crossroad with some crabs that will attack you. Deal with them, then go to the right where you will find the access to the sea, where you can place the beacon in order to find this place easier. Then get back to the crossroad from where you need to go under the mountain arc. Following this pathway, you will get to the first Degasi base, on the left where growing the lantern fruit. Here, deal with the crabs near the structure and start scanning the place. The first blueprint you can scan is the exterior grow bed, inside which you can find also some marshmallow I suggest you to collect in order to be able to plant them in your base. A little tip: if you will use a knife, you will collect several seeds that you can replant to gain more plants. About the gardening, you will find another guide in the basics playlist. Next to scan is a wall planter, that is a wall decoration for your base. Followed by the multipurpose room, that is a my structure half inside the mountain. You also can enter inside, where you will find also a purple tablet to collect and a PDA to collect. On the opposite side of the entrance there is a box that contains the stasis refill fragment. Now you have to get inside the second floor. To do so, you have to use the broken E compartment on the right of the structure. That will allow you to get inside the X compartment upside, where you will find the Ultra Glide Fins blueprint. Then you can use a ladder to get in the first floor compartment, where you will be attacked by the crab inside. After you deal with it, near the stairs entrance there is one of the PDA you can collect. Then, going more in deep, on the left you will find a chest with a random item in it. Next, another PDA can be found at the end of this room, while on the right side there is a bulkhead door you can scan. This one is useful to increase the integrity of your base and can be placed between compartments. Next, go slightly back from where you came for, but this time don't go to the right, but to the left pathway. That will lead you to find out another PDA data to collect. Now for some extra building blueprints. Behind the base there are two pathways that going respectively to the right and to the left mountain peaks, where you will find more blueprints. On the right you can scan again the bulkhead door if you didn't do so before. Then at the end of the structure you can scan the observatory and the spotlight. While inside you can find the plant plot and another PDA data in the observatory, where you can scan also a chair and a table. On the other mountain peak you will find, before get to the base, a box with another stasis refill fragment. The blueprints here are the same on the other bases, but in the observatory you can scan an indoor grow bed you need in order to get the garden inside your base. Now, to get back to the portal, get to the main Degasi base, then go to the pathway along the lantern tree and keep the right way. Next, walk until the sea zone where you placed the beacon. From here, get back and take the left pathway. After a while, you will see two roads going upside. Take the second one. On the next crossroad, take the right, where you will see the lake mentioned at the beginning of the exploration. Continuing this way, you have to take the right on the next crossroad that will lead you to the portal cave and to see the aurora. If you get lost, use the coordinates displayed right now. If you still didn't know how to use coordinates, check the video linked in the description. Now get inside the portal and back to your life pod.